The credit card praised for delivering outsized value without charging an annual fee has just announced it'll be releasing a $495 annual fee version of that same card in 2026. The BILT card has quickly risen through the ranks over the last few years, becoming one of the best no annual fee cards on the entire market. It allows renters to earn credit card points without incurring fees on their rent payments, while also having one of the best transferable credit card point currencies out there. That's one of the main reasons I opened this card back in 2023 and well, still hold it to this day. When you think about it, it's rather impressive that a company with a single no annual fee credit card product is able to provide a list of transfer partners as robust as this. And with BILT riding high at the moment, will their new $95 and $495 annual fee credit card ruin their reputation? Or will BILT continue to ride this high and establish themselves as one of the best credit card issuers? In a press release from June 10th, BILT announced a major change from its long-standing approach of offering just one version of their credit card. Come early 2026, not only will BILT be ending the relationship with Wells Fargo, which we'll touch on that in a second, but they will also be offering two new versions of BILT cards that come with annual fees, one of them being really hefty. The excerpt from the article reads, "Earlier this year, we received incredible feedback from tens of thousands of our members about what they wanted from their BILT card experience going forward. Based on that feedback, we have been developing new cards that deliver the depth and breadth of product experience you all have asked for. BILT Card 2.0 is being developed in partnership with Cardless, the platform which recently launched the American Express Coinbase card. The new card lineup will include 3 distinct product designs to serve BILT's diverse member base, a no-fee card option, along with premium cards featuring $95 and $495 annual fees, respectively." Now, there's a lot to unpack there, but the article continues to read, "BILT Card 2.0 launches in February 2026, and current cardholders will be seamlessly moved from Wells Fargo to our new card platform at that time. More details about the new issuing partner, enhanced rewards, including points on both rent and mortgage, the broader card value proposition, and the transition process will all be announced early fall." Now, there's literally so much to unpack in those 2 paragraphs. What feedback did members give on that survey? Who is Cardless and why is BILT leaving Wells Fargo? Most importantly, what can we expect from the 3 variants of the BILT card? Now, let's start off with that survey that seemed to greatly shape the direction BILT is headed in. A few months ago, BILT sent out this survey right here, asking existing BILT cardholders like myself to choose between 2 versions of the BILT card at 3 different price points: a no annual fee version, a $95 annual fee, and a $550 annual fee. Taking a look at the 2 no annual fee options, option B heavily resembles the existing benefit and multiplier structure of the BILT card, whereas with option A, there is no 2x dining category, yet Walgreens and Lyft get a bump to a 4x multiplier, with all other spend being a 1.5x earning point rate. And I don't know about you, but 1.5x back on everything sounds great to me, and in combination with 4x dining makes this card pack a serious punch, all with no annual fee. Looking at the mid-tier $95 annual fee options, both competing against the Chase Sapphire Preferred, in my opinion, they offer similar structures with just slight differences. If I had to choose, I would probably prefer option A, just based off how the point earning structure would positively benefit my spending habits. The cards also come with $170 in credits, and I want to point out something really interesting with these credits, and that is the Walgreens credit. I think we're all having a bit of coupon book fatigue with the recent revamp of the Chase Sapphire Reserve and with the rumored revamp of the Amex Platinum. If you're like me and hold both of these cards, I really wouldn't be looking forward to having to have probably a monthly or biannual or semi-annual or quarterly Walgreens credit. I mean, personally, I don't really go to Walgreens, and I know these are mock-up options simply for the purpose of a survey, but it must at least make you wonder what credits are the actual cards going to see in 2026. But in my opinion, where BILT could really stand out is in the luxury segment of their new card. which we know will be priced at $495 a year, putting it a peg above the Venture X, and honestly quite below the Sapphire Reserve and the Amex Platinum in terms of annual fee. Again, to reiterate, these are just mock options from the survey, but I assume there will be some similarities between the layout and structure of these cards that we're seeing and the final cards that are released next year. Both of these premium cards get 1x on all spend, 2x on dining, 5x in hotels and Lyft and Walgreens, of course, but the very stark difference between these two options is the point earning rate on rent and mortgage. Option B gives you a 25% bonus and earning rate of 1.25x on all rent spend and mortgage spend. Now, assuming you spend $30,000 a year on your rent or mortgage, this will be like making an extra 100 points per year over option A on your rent and mortgage spend, which personally, I don't think is a big enough boost given the hefty annual fee of this card. I know that's not where most of the value is being derived for this premium card, but BILT could truly offer a very unique value proposition in either being able to pay your rent or your mortgage with maybe a 1.5x or 2 times point multiplier. I know I myself would be putting every dollar of rent spend on this card if that were to be the case. And I do want to point out that both in their survey and their announcement, they mentioned earning points from paying your mortgage, which isn't a feature at the moment, but obviously they do plan on rolling it out in 2026. Only one other card offers this feature at the moment, and that is the Mesa Homeowners card. So additional competition in the mortgage space for earning points on your spend really sounds quite awesome. I think we can all agree over the last few years that the premium credit card market and segment has gotten very saturated, with most issuers trying to offer their take on a premium card or a travel focused credit card. And I think it might be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but I think BILT has an incredible chance with their luxury travel credit card to disrupt the space like they first did back in early 2021 with their no annual fee BILT card. Based on the options for both the $95 and $550 version, I don't feel like they're really disrupting much of anything. While these cards are solid offerings, most people aren't excited to open a new credit card that costs almost $500 a year to hold unless it adds just tons of value to their life. But trust me, I know us enthusiasts can be an exception to this rule. This means BILT must come with a bang if they want consumers to consider opening either of these premium cards, especially the luxury targeted variant. I don't want to harp too much on these mock-up card offerings as they're just that, mock-up examples. But if the new cards that BILT are releasing in 2026 bear a strong resemblance to either of these survey cards, I don't think I'll have any plan on opening them. Luckily, it seems like BILT is staying tried and true with their no annual fee card that allows you to earn points on rent and now mortgage, making this a no-brainer credit card to have for most people. Actually, maybe everyone, because last time I checked, if you're not paying rent, you're probably paying a mortgage. A point that was lightly touched on in the announcement, but could have significant impacts to the card lineup, is that BILT is switching from Wells Fargo being the issuer of their cards over to Cardless. Now, Cardless is a fintech company that primarily helps launch co-branded credit cards for different airline and hotel brands. I don't think this switch is cause for alarm, as it was reported last year that Wells Fargo was rumored to be losing upwards around $10 million per month with their relationship with BILT. If that sounds absolutely impossible, or you're interested to hear more, then Ask Sebi did a fantastic breakdown and deep dive on his channel as to why BILT was costing Wells Fargo so much in losses every single month. So I'll leave a link to his video down below in the description. But the main reasons for this include the fact that BILT does not charge an annual fee for their credit cards issued by Wells Fargo. And given it was reported that most of their customers don't actually carry a balance, Wells Fargo is making less money off of interest than they may have initially expected. And with there being no annual fee, there's just not a whole lot of revenue coming in from the current structure and model of BILT. But as a whole, it seems like BILT is continuing to excel in the credit card space, as the first paragraph of this press release announces they've just raised $250 million in funding, with the company now being valued a little over $10 billion. So don't let this shift from Wells Fargo to Cardless spook you that the company might be closing its doors anytime soon, as it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I don't have any personal experience holding a cardless card, and yes, contrary to their name, you will actually receive a physical card if you have a credit card issued by this company. All in all, I believe this change in issuers from Wells Fargo to cardless could be a good omen, as Wells Fargo hasn't had a strong presence in the credit card market the last few years, whereas cardless has been quickly making strides. In addition, if BILT is going to be making these drastic changes to their lineup, they might as well just switch to a new issuer while they're at it. Now kind of seems like the perfect time to do so. And trust me, I'm sorry, I know you all are sick and tired of hearing about the new revamp of the Chase Sapphire Reserve, but now more than ever, I think the CSR revamp in tandem with the new luxury version of the BILT card really shows where the profit is for credit card issuers. More and more consumers are opening up these expensive cards as a means to travel for cheaper, or just because they like the way the card sounds when it's dropped. But regardless of the motive behind opening these expensive luxury cards, issuers are realizing that the premium segment of the credit card market is lucrative and growing rapidly. Even though we have a large swath of luxury credit cards to choose from, I feel like they're all just sort of starting to blend together and become one in the same. It would be incredibly refreshing to see BILT come out swinging with some unique credits, perks, offerings, and potential statuses with hotel or airlines that we haven't seen before. And no, I don't mean unique in the sense of Walgreens statement credits. You might think that I'm asking too much of BILT in this particular instance, but given that they have a proven track record of being the only major issuer to have unique transfer partners like Alaska Airlines and Japan Airlines, it makes me think that they could hit a home run with this card. Not to mention pairing the new boosted point earning rate multipliers with BILT's frequent rent day transfer bonuses that can climb as high as 100%, we could see point accumulation in the BILT ecosystem that isn't possible with other premium cards. Overall, the main value propositions of the current BILT card and the ecosystem is the ability to earn points via paying rent and being able to turn around and redeem those points for excellent value at a wide variety of transfer partners. In my opinion, BILT needs to double down on these value propositions by making it even more worthwhile to pay rent with a BILT card, and having a 1.5 to 2x point multiplier on rent spend would really accomplish that. With how excellent of a selection BILT already offers for transfer partners, I think the main focal point of these brand new card offerings should be allowing users to earn more points faster than ever before. As things stand with their survey cards from about 6 months ago, I'm not wildly impressed with either of the premium options, but BILT has done a great job of listening to customers in the past, I think proof by this survey, and they've also done an amazing job shaping their point and rewards ecosystem and benefits to truly offer some amazing value. I'm excited to see what comes of these two premium cards from BILT in early 2026, as well as what revamp the no annual fee card might receive. And my biggest hope is at the end of the day, these new premium card offerings from BILT don't just blend in with the other offerings on the market and become more noise in the luxury credit card segment. It would be really awesome to have some truly unique perks, benefits, and point earning structures that allow us to take an even greater advantage of the BILT ecosystem. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this news down below, but if you want to see why opening a BILT card might not be for you, then make sure to watch this video and I'll see you over there.